What's happening, guys, and welcome to Beard Manners. My name is Jason, and today's video is going to be talking to you about beginning a beard growth journey. So for those of you that have watched various videos of mine before or follow me or watch my content, a lot of my videos are going to share similar stuff to the other ones because there's only so much you can go over with beards, but I want to try and hit every aspect. This video, for example, I've done the video on things that I wish I knew at the start of my beard journey. I feel that compared to what I'm about to do now is more geared up for people that have a beard already and are already kind of in that process, know the beginning side of things, but something I certainly haven't addressed. Lots of people have, there's lots of videos of this out there, but something I haven't addressed so far is getting yourself started with a beard journey, a beard growth journey. And it's something I have a lot of people come into the shop and ask. I've had a lot recently, particularly younger men. A lot of people, I'll see them, they'll pluck up the courage to come into the shop and then they're asking me how would they have to be to grow a beard, how long does it take to grow a beard like mine. A lot of us bearded guys get these questions quite regularly, but they're answers that we shouldn't really give. There's so much bad advice with the beard world. I regularly see these guys with beards bigger than mine that come on and say, oh, well, I went from no beard to this beard in 3 months. But then when you check them out and try to sort of see how truthful they're being, you can see they started growing a beard 5 years ago. You know, it's right up there with the, oh, I've got loads of tattoos, they don't hurt. I've got loads of tattoos, they fucking hurt. That's the truth of it. Maybe after the first 2, 3, 4 hours, they're not too bad. When you have a couple of all-day tattoos, sit here and tell me they don't hurt. Anyway, that's got nothing to do with beards. Just a little rant. But yeah, you see a lot of this with beards, and this is why I do a lot of this stuff. I'm big on mental health, and I get frustrated at some comments. Sometimes guys come on groups and ask things. They ask a sensible question, and then they get a really irritable answer from someone who's been doing this for years. So let's start with this. So you're toying with growing a beard. Do you want to grow one? And if so, how do you go about it? It's relatively simple. You know, you just start to grow a beard. I've seen a lot of these videos where people say, firstly, what you need to do is decide what type of beard you'd like to have. I don't agree with that because, unfortunately, there's very few of us in the world that get to pick the beard we want. Some of us just naturally have the beard we would have picked. I'm a firm believer in the beard often echoes the personality of the owner. I always say this on my videos. I'm big, I'm loud, I'm full of confidence and mixed colours, perhaps. But no, you know, I think my beard suits me. I've got a wild man beard, it's a lumberjack beard, it does what it wants. I can't straighten my beard. I can get it to tame a little bit, but I can never tame it too much. So, a bit like me. I'm sure my wife could agree. But yeah, so you want to just start to grow the beard. Don't overthink things. But like I say, don't look at pictures or catalogues and think that's the beard I want because you might not have that option. The biggest thing you need with a beard growth journey is patience. It's the same as anything to do with physique, health, things like this. It just takes time. Like I said earlier about these people that come on and say they grew a beard overnight, it doesn't happen. Some people grow quicker than others. Some might grow slower but better. Some might grow patchy, some might grow over fork. It's going to take time to know what your beard's going to do. So just be patient and start to grow. I think in most cases you want to be growing your beard for an absolute minimum of a month before you can even start to begin to get an idea of what it's going to do. I think in most cases, even for the biggest and quickest beard growers out there, you want to be really leaving it for about 3 months because some parts of the beard might grow quicker than others. You might have patches that are just coming in a bit more. And 3 months is going to give you more of an overall sense of what parts of the beard grow quicker, where it's best to trim and let catch up, and what you're going to be getting from your beard. Now, before you get to that stage, when you start growing this, I would say once you get to the stage where you've got stubble, start getting in a good practice of how you care for your beard. Now, something else with this is there's no legalities to using beard products. You don't have to use beard products. Your beard's not going to fall out if you don't use them. They don't directly make your beard grow better, but what they're there to do, good products this is, you know, good products are there to just make your beard growth journey a more pleasant experience. It's to help with the overall appearance of the beard. It's to help for the skin underneath the beard. And it's just to help give you the very best of the beard that you have got. So like I say, the guys that come on these posts that are in the group saying, I don't use this and my beard's fine, I'm sure it is. You know, I'm sure that you could walk around and never brush your teeth and they won't fall out. But some of us like to look after ourselves. You know, I like to use skincare products. I like to use beard care products. I brush my teeth regularly. You know, I look after my tattoos, I look after myself. It's just the way I am in life, and I feel better for doing that. And my beard feels better for doing that. So you want to start, once you get to that stubble stage, start introducing yourself into routines and products. The first thing to start with is beard oil. Beard oil is there to, in particular, help the skin beneath the beard. At the early stages, at the very least, it's going to help to keep your beard hydrated and help to keep your beard with a nice sheen and a nice feel and a nice look to it. It's going to stop it from being too dry, but most of all, it's going to really give the skin the care it needs, because the minute you start growing this beard, they're big, they're dry, they're not naturally healthy beards, I don't think, is the most honest I can be. They're not like head hair. You need to be very careful what you use to wash them. They can get damaged easy. They're prone to split ends. If you get split ends, that can really affect the growth of your beard. A lot of people come in and they're like, look, my beard grows quicker here than there, but the minute I say to them, you can see you've got split ends there. So you want to try and keep on top of these things. So by getting a good routine and doing stuff, it's going to help prevent. And what I came to at the start of this, is going to help to give you the best out of the beard you've got. So you use your beard oil, get it into your skin, get it into your beard as well. A good exfoliating brush, something like a flat handled brush or even just a standard handled brush, the shape of the brush itself doesn't really have any, it doesn't matter. You can use whatever brush you want. You ideally want to go with something boar's bristle, I'll get there in a minute guys, a boar's bristle brush. The bristles are nice and hard, but not too hard. I would say that what you want to do is really to brush your beard, brush your face with a good brush before you apply anything. You want to help exfoliate all that dead skin, any dryness, anything that's going on in there. From there, you want to get your oil in. Again, get it into the skin, get it into the beard, and then brush it again. Use that brush to get the oil to exfoliate into your skin. You don't want to be washing your face and your beard too regularly either, and you certainly don't want to be washing it with any harsh products. Like I said a minute ago, beards are very brittle, they're prone to breaking, they can easily be damaged, so you want to be using good natural products. Avoid the man-made contents like your ethanol, alcohol, sulfate, things like that. They all have various different purposes. Sulfate's good for adding sudding to washes. It can be good for changing the consistency of a product. You've got things like ethanol and acids that can help prolong the longevity of products. In all honesty, an all-natural product, once opened, is going to take about 12 months to go past its best by date, and they don't really, it would take years to get to a stage where I don't think it ever would get to a stage where it would harm your beard. It just maybe might not feel quite as good. It might get more of a sort of natural waxy and buttery and oily smell to it. The scent might wear off, but you can still use it. It just won't be giving you as much as it would when it's fresh. So avoid all those type of products and stick as natural as you can. Don't wash too regularly. Then, like I said, once you've got all this coming into yourself, because by using the oils and by using a good wash and by brushing and doing all this, you're going to help to avoid as best possible the thing that us bearded folk refer to as beard itch. It's almost inevitable. There's very few guys that avoid it completely. Some do. A lot of us get it, particularly at the early stages. It can come back if you don't consistently look after your beard. But what I can tell you guys is beard itch is horrendous. It is the biggest killer of beards out there. The amount of guys that I know have tried growing beards or come into the shop and said, I tried growing a beard, but it got too itchy, it got to this. Were you using products? No, I didn't know you had to. So this is what this video is about, to help try and educate you. So if you're wanting to go down this journey, to help it be a bit more pleasant for you. Because, there's something about having beards. I said this to a nice couple of ladies today that were speaking to me. It's a lot of us guys grew beards accidentally or through laziness or through being busy. Some do it through fashion. But I think a lot of bearded guys can agree that they're a big help for mental health for a lot of us guys. I mean, they helped me because covering up my face has made me more attractive. Couldn't have gone the other way. But no, I'm being serious. On a serious note, my beard has given me so much confidence. My style's changed. I don't know how that's worked or why it's worked. It just has. I think it's taught me a lot about caring for myself and grooming and things like this. It's helped to introduce me to a lot of fantastic people. Thanks for growing a beard. I'm involved within the beard community, which is a fantastic place to be as well. So, beard growth can happen for various reasons, a multitude of reasons. And, it's a fantastic place to be. But by using the products and taking care of yourself, you are going to get the best out of that beard at the early stages. With the trimming side of things, you want to leave it as long as possible. Like I said at the start of the video, to see what your beard's going to do. After that, about 3-month period is when you can potentially sit there and go to a barber's and say, look, this is what my beard is. This is what I want to have. Can you help me out? With barbers, always do your research. Ideally go to someone who's got feedback of beard trimming. Like the itch, there's not many bearded guys that can watch this and say they've never experienced a bad barber experience with their beard. 9 times out of 10, you go to barbers, you ask them to trim your beard and they cut it close to your face, they do what they think you want and they just don't listen, and you can end up losing years of your hair growth. It must be the most common comment on the beard groups. Guys, I went to the barbers, I don't know what to do, he's cut too much off, I don't like it, what am I to do? It can be very demoralising. So make sure you research your barber, ask on the groups, because often, depending on where you live, people can give you recommendations. Try and look for a barber who's got a beard, and most of all, look for a barber who's going to listen. Tell them what you would like to have from your beard. They will help advise you as to whether they think you can have that or not. Because trimming is also a very important part of this. You could grow a beard for 3 months. If you cut it wrong, if you cut it yourself and mess it up, if you're trying to balance the bits that aren't growing as quick as others, you're almost creating a 1 step forward, 2 step backwards mentality, or not mentality, but you're actually creating that system with your beard. In some cases, you're going 1 step forward and 2 steps backwards. So it's why it's important to let your beard do what it wants to do. Be patient, take your time, look at it and go from there. Now, the other really big bit of advice I'm going to give on this is beard growth isn't too dissimilar to muscle growth. You can work insanely hard, you can eat the right food, you can lift till your arms feel like they're going to fall off, but you don't see a difference. There will always be a difference, unless you're just someone who just can't really grow a beard. And if you can't, that's fine. You try it. If you tried and you can't, at least you tried. There is no failure. We don't discriminate against those who don't have beards. I appreciate there's lots of people who want to have beards and can't. If you can grow any form of facial hair, you just grow that. You grow whatever you want. The best things about beards is their uniqueness and how they echo us and who we are. So it doesn't always have to be about big beards. Just embrace what you can have with your beard. But, it's one of the biggest bits of advice I can give with it is because of what I've just said about you might not see the difference in size and length and width and things like this, is take regular photos. I don't go too regular, fortnightly, monthly, things like that, similar poses in similar situations, but take reasonably regular photos, because this is something else I've had over the years. The amount of people that have come up to me in messages, in person, at events, and have said, my beard's just not growing anymore. I'm so heartbroken about this. What do I do? I want my beard to grow better. And I say to them, have you tried looking at pictures? And 9 times out of 10, within a matter of half an hour, I've got a reply saying, wish I'd done that sooner. Now I feel so much better. I can really see how much the growth has come on. So take photos, see what your beard can do. And also, guys, with these big bits of advice, is have realistic expectations. And by that, I would say don't have expectations. Just see what it can do. You could potentially have a beard that just grows so quickly, gets to about this sort of point, and you're like, God, I'm going to have a beard of the gods. And then it stops. Beards do have, most beards will grow to like a penultimate length and then they'll stop. Some people can grow beards for meters, feet, they can have them massively. I don't think my beard will grow that much longer than this because it's slowed down a lot. My beard does slow down in the summer. I think I can grow a longer beard than this. I think I can probably get it to about sort of there-ish. But I'm also patient with mine. I want to have a full-looking beard. I don't want a fork in mine. I don't want it to come as a wizard's beard. I'm aware my beard is nice and wide. That's the look I go for. So I'm playing the long game. I will regularly trim the wispy bits off the bottom and let my beard grow slowly to keep that consistency. I wouldn't want to sacrifice how my beard looks. I could comfortably have another 2 or 3 inches on this, but it would look very wavy, it would look very thin, very wispy, and that's not me. I don't want that. I could tie it up, I could do all this, but listen, I love my beard the way it is, and I am lucky with my beard. And it's all about the looking after it. And there's other things with this as well, like with the not trimming too much, is half the reason my beard's the way it is because I don't hardly trim at all. I give a very tight trim on whatever bits are wispy on my cheeks, but for the most part, I let my beard grow as high up as it can to a thick point, and then I'll cut it down. My tash, I let do what it wants. My beard, I let do what it wants. Underneath my beard, I let do what it wants. I trim a little bit on the sides, just between sort of like my neckline and where my hairline is, so I'll trim there occasionally. I don't trim under my neck or around my Adam's apple at all. And the best bit of advice I can give to those of you who want to do this, I've been saying this for a while now, lots of people are starting to copy it. Not copy it, but listen to it, sorry. is the reason I've got this big mane of a beard. You can see my beard's wider than my head, you know, it's nearly as wide as my bloody shoulders are, but it's the cheeks. That is cheek hair. Now, if you go to a barber's and they graduate up from here, which is what you see with a lot of beards, they graduate it up so you get a nice finish. I've got high sideburns, which I do on purpose because I've got this high cheek line. But if I was to get rid of all of that hair there, you know, look at what that's leaving. You can see the difference in the beard. So things like this make a massive difference. You're not going to know if you can do that. And it's like me saying that some people might think, oh, well, that's what I'm going to do. Maybe the side of your face won't grow as much as mine does. It's why you need to give your beard a chance to do what it's going to do and just be patient with it. So to recap over this, guys, to grow a beard, you need to be extremely patient. You need to let it do what it wants to do. Don't get tempted to cut away the thicker bits to keep up with the thinner bits. Don't get stressed about it. Let it do what it's doing. Give it at least a month to 3 months. Look after it. Use your beard oils, use your brushes. As it gets longer, you need more than that. You know, I still use oil for the skin, but I rely more on balms and butters now. My beard often, you've just seen my cheeks. I don't often wake up like this. I normally wake up like I've just been fighting a lion in a jungle and lost horrifically. You know, so I had to get my beard to behave. And that's what the balm is for. Half the reason my beard is nice and vibrant. I love in the videos, I love watching the videos back. I know it sounds vain, but I love how my beard bounces around. You know, that's butter. And it's, you know, it's all using good quality stuff. So research who you're using. You're obviously welcome to use us at Beard Manners, but that's not what these videos are about. It's, you know, it's more about the overall advice. So there it is, guys. A video on getting started at the beginning of a beard journey. As always, I hope this one helps some people. Those of you that have got a beard, I hope it's just entertained you and you've got some joy out of watching me splutter my words out as always. As always, guys, please like, please subscribe. It all helps. It will help me to get more of these out going forward. Let me know what content you want. I know I've got another review coming up soon of some more beard trimmers. I won't be doing loads of that sort of stuff, guys. It's just so happened that things are falling on me at a certain speed. I'm hoping to do another whiskey review soon, and as with the last one, I want it to be something a little bit of interest, a little bit different. I don't really want to be reviewing the stuff that everyone knows about. I know I've done the Johnny Walker Blue Label review, but that's because I know not everyone has had the luxury of trying that. And the other thing, these videos, guys, keep giving me feedback. I get lots of messages, lots of comments, lots of messages. I like that, even if they're negative, because I'm learning with this, you know, and each video I'm getting more confident with. You know, like my review videos. I know not everyone enjoys the reviews, but that's part of me getting growth and learning how to do things. My last review wasn't as detailed as I'd have liked it to have been. You know, so these are all things I'm learning with along the way. So let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Other than that, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your evening and have a good one. Stay bearded.